For those of you on YouTube, hello and welcome back to the Learn Dota 2 League Quarterfinals. Last time, the Sandgangers, won. Very convincingly.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens this time.
It's 1-0. It doesn't matter how convincing it was. They don't ask how, they ask how many. Let's go.
Oh, shoutouts to Pages, for, both showing up here while I wasn't looking and talking about Godlike Matt's graphic glitch, which I never mentioned in the last stream, but, you know.
I didn't see that. I can't read chat, dude.
Yeah, you're blind. Put on your glasses, old man. Trashboat again going for that Alk. Somebody must have been spamming Alk on Sandgangers recently, if they're thinking that hard about it.
So Manoy hero.
Yeah, there you go. Sandgangers knocking out that Abaddon. Which is both a code line hero and a very prominent flavor of the month pause one.
Yeah, KD and I were quick on that.
I do feel like, as a pause one, you still do have a few weaknesses that, I don't know if this Abaddon pause one. I mean, I know it's very dangerous to call things like this. I don't know if the Abaddon pause one thing is gonna stick around. I think the weakness of it does nothing into BKB at all is still kind of tough to deal with.
To a degree, I mean, it survives through BKB.
Radiant team pick.
That's true. It survives through BKB. Unfortunately, you can't really do anything if you just kill everybody around Abaddon. It's not that hard to engineer that scenario if he's not building around it.
Does nothing through BKB means you run at someone else. I mean, there's still going to be support without BKB, but the real problem with it is that he has shit stat games, so even at like high levels, his stats are fucking horrible. Like, I looked at them and it's like 1.2 or 1.3. Like, it's so bad.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of what I'm getting at. It's like, sure, you hit the BKBs. You probably can't kill him just as he can't kill you, but you're going to be in a hell of a lot better of a situation to just clown on his team than he can on you. I think that's the biggest thing.
BAT is nice though.
Yeah, it's very nice. Unfortunately, the first time I tried it out, there was a Chaos Knight who first phased mid and went like 5 and 12, but you know.
So we swap some shit around.
Yeah, this time Trashboat's going with the Undying and Sandganger's taking the Witch Doctor.
Mirror match, let's go.
Do you think the Sandgangers? Oh my god! Please tell me! Oh my god! Oh please! Is this gonna be the day where they finally just pick the exact same thing?
They pick Trash Bros.
Please, I'm begging you, Manoy. You maniac! Just pick the exact same draft that was just picked at you. I've always wanted to see that happen in one of these.
Right now, he's probably mad that London can't pick fucking Grainy or some shit. Or maybe he can. I don't know that for sure. But, I mean, he does Snapfire right here. Why not? There we go.
Oh, very good.
So.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I wonder what that was about. Gee, I wonder why I was just quiet for 2 minutes.
Silencer, alright. It's anti both of the heroes that they picked.
Yeah, the good news is they
don't like Silencer.
It's anti both of the heroes that they picked, and it's kind of a soft ban for a lot of the Sandganger specialties. Downside is that if it's a support silencer, you have 2 supports with no stuns, and right now I just don't think that wins you games.
Yeah, Sandgangers have some mediocre stuns too, though.
That's true, but mediocre stuns is better than none at all. These guys don't even really have great slow, outside of the rare Undying ult, which is not going to be available every time you want it. I mean, hey, I guess Silencer can get Rod and be okay with it. There's that. That's it.
Radiant team banned.
Silencer needs a 4-staff to not die every time.
That's true, but there's no law against getting both.
What? No, as a support, you can't have 2 items.
Oh, PVC. PVC, buddy, I got some bad news for you.
Nah, dude. Pause 6 meta, let's go. Go back down to 1 courier, and that the support has to buy. Let's do it.
Probably wouldn't even be the pause 5 in this game in any case, so there you go.
5 seconds remaining.
Back in that Weaver pause 4 Ags Rush meta, you were like, not on my goddamn watch. This is not my Dota 2.
Fuck no. I'm a hard pause 6, bro. I don't give a
Radiant
shit.
team banned.
Some people say they're hard support main. I'm harder.
Lots of bands crashing down on Manoy here. They're getting rid of a lot of his classic heroes.
There's not a lot of pause ones left in this draft.
One interesting one to note, which Sangangers have had some success on in the past, though it has also been the catalyst of one of their losses, but the Drow Ranger is still in this pool. The Clinks, which they just ran, is still here as well, and is not much worse off. And of course, you got the godlike Matt Pudge. Matt actually very happy, because nothing he plays got banned out in either of these games.
They banned the Ursa too. So how do you respond to a Pudge here?
You unban a bat.
There are 3 fucking 3 heroes with channeled alts versus the Silencer, so that's fun. But
The actual unironic choice is, I like Lifestealer right here, right now, actually.
yeah,
This is already looking to be a great Lifestealer game.
I mean, what you usually pick is Ursa, but they banned that. So.
Yeah. Like, the 3 picks that I think I'm thinking of looking at a situation like that is pick the Abaddon, pick the Ursa, or pick the Lifestealer. 2 of those are gone. Pick the Lifestealer. That's what I think. It is kind of dangerous picking a Lifestealer at a time like this. I do think that is pretty easy to counter, and the counters are left in the pool, but
yeah,
could do it last phase of
Sapphire
what I guess.
still has a minus armor situation.
Or you could pick Dragon Knight and get me to write you off as a lineup.
They might have some damage issues, but they needed a stun. They have a
Yeah,
stun.
there you go.
They have a stun. They have some push. They have Undying.
If only there was somebody who had a stun, and was a big meaty guy with maybe 4 legs. That could have been picked there instead. And they're going to take the Ember Spirit this time as well to continue the mirror match trend. It's going to be kind of annoying for Pudge. He doesn't really ever want to see those spirits. He's great if he can dismember them, but that's not exactly the easiest thing to get done a lot of the time.
That shouldn't happen. If you have an Ember Spirit on your team, you wait for whatever of these channeled spells is fucking them up, and you press the button.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it was already a bad enough game for Pudge to try and do something about Ember Spirit in the vacuum of those 2 in the matchup. Like, you've got a great ability to dodge hooks. You have the Flame Guard, which can just kind of ruin everything Pudge does if you have it hit at the right time. And then you also have the Silencer, and then you also have the Dragon Knight, and then Undying can drop Tombstone and force you to stop. Undying can drop the heal and force that to end.
Do they pick Clinks and get another channeled spell in this mix?
I hope. No, they pick Slark and have an unchanneled spell.
No,
Alright.
Barrels.
Slark, that's a good pick. Good into the Dragon Knight. Has a root mechanic for the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, the only downside is that you're going to have to save that self-purge for a very specific occasion in those early fights.
Yeah, it's tough being silenced as a Slark, for sure.
And it's kind of hard to... Because this isn't a situation where life is going to be good for you if you just save for the Silencer, because it's like, you also have the Dragon Knight, you also have the chains.
You kind of can't, but it is what it is.
No Bat Riders. That's the lowest win rate pub hero, just so you know.
Makes sense. I don't play it.
Yeah, that's true.
Dire
You know who
team
does?
ban.
US
That's the only
Danny.
reason why it's low win rate. If PVC played bad, it would be 51%
easy.
win rate.
Easy.
We'd be living in
I
2033.
played like 3 games. I believe my first ever game of Bat Rider was when I stood in for a team in LD2L and told them to
Radiant
pick it for
team
me.
ban.
Oh no. Here's a confession for you. Are you ready? When I stood in for Bean 10, we were thinking about Snapfire, and I was like, oh yeah, I play Snap. You just pick me Snap here. I'll do okay. That was the first time I ever played Snapfire.
Yeah,
10
I have a
seconds
habit of that. Um,
5 seconds remaining.
I did. I don't think it was the first time I played Witch Doctor when I stood in for Radiant Straits. That was a script, not an actual game.
Dire
I don't think
team
I played Witch Doctor. I think I had played it like once or twice, but like not more than maybe 2 or 3 times when I did it there as well. So that didn't help. Manoy gonna ban out the Drow here.
so what do
They're
they
supposed to
have
actually
left?
save their first for last.
What is good here?
10 seconds remaining.
Honestly,
5 seconds remaining.
I think same answer.
Yeah, it might still be the Lifestealer. I know Slark still has a good game no matter what here.
I don't know. I think it's like the Slark is going to be okay against the Lifesteal in the vacuum, but I think Slark has so much to worry about that his team can't really prevent. And like they don't have any. Like, what else are you going to do, right? Like, you're not going to have to drop everything on Pudge because Ember Spirit's not even going to be like he's not even going to be able to do much to Ember Spirit. DK can just buy one magic resist item and be okay. Silencer and Undying, like if Pudge is focusing on them in a fight, you're already in a win condition type spot, right? So he's out. Snapfire ult can be pretty bad, but I don't know about what else. Or they could go Troll Warlord here. That's kind of interesting, actually. There's
I
gonna
like
be
it.
there's gonna be a lot of onus on making sure that Troll doesn't die before the ult comes out, but the Silencer and the Undying combo should be able to get that done. It does have a root that can be good for helping
10 seconds
solve the
remaining.
lack of
everybody.
stuns issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
5
Yeah, so all 3
seconds
cores
remaining.
have some form of control. What do they pick to stop this? They need a mid hero.
We go on
they
the Void
probably-
Spirit. That'd be funny.
They probably just pick some sort of spirit hero because it's reading, right?
Yeah.
I think Adam knows Reedy pretty well too.
Wouldn't be surprising to me, to be honest with you. No, they're gonna pick OD.
Select your
It's really annoying for Troll Warlord, actually. But I think he can
That's
build
a really
around
good
that.
OD game.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I didn't think they had no D player, but I don't know. I don't know Reedy for.
They don't necessarily. Can't make that guarantee. Oh, London also has the young Snapfire. Once again, just to make Snapfire being a Grandmock pointless.
All right, so I don't know. It's tough to call this one. I think.
I think overall, I like the Trash Bros lineup more here. The
Think so.
the one little oh yeah, Big Lawyer Croy is back. The one little thing is I don't like the DK pick. I don't really like DK ever, to be honest with you. And this isn't a fantastic DK game, especially with the OD coming in at the last second. But if they're able to get good global silences on the silencer, and if they're able to get good Undying play off of Big Boiler Crew, I mean it should. That's like Undying, even when he wasn't the support du jour, is like if you're a 3-player playing support, this is your guy, right? Good play on the supports part can have a very big impact on this game. It's really going to be all about how much the troll can be controlled. Ha ha ha. How much they can control the troll in a team fight. Because if troll is
They
sitting
don't
there, if he's
have great control either, other
if-
than this OD.
if he's sitting there in jail through his entire ult, if he's having to just live with the leash, then things can get bad. But on the other hand, if they're able to get the global silences out when they need it, get those E's as well out when they need it on the silencer, If the Dragon Knight stuns come out, well, still friends BTW, lol. Oof. You know, so on and so forth. If the rest of the team around Troll does well, we can definitely do a good job here. And then there's also kind of the almost X factor of the Adam Ember Spirit, which we haven't really talked about much here so far. Like, he's gonna have an easier game, comparably, no matter what happens, just because Sandgangers can't drop, like, everything just to deal with Ember Spirit. And they kind of are on a team where they kind of would.
So they don't have great control for this Ember, and Adam's a very good Ember player. That's like his hero. So
Yeah.
if he's gonna carry someone else's team, this is gonna be it.
Yeah, there you go. It's like an unfortunate damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. I think the only real way that the Sandgangers are going to be able to comfortably take care of both of these guys in fights consistently is if they're able to just shut them down really early. It's kind of a weakness for this team, though. London gets to.
That was unfortunate for them.
All right, 2 for 2 for the Roots. Poor Matt.
That's fucking goofy.
First he trolls himself with that LC pick, then London trolls him here.
No, he high fives.
Life is bad for God. He gets trolled in the last match too, but not getting trolled by Big Boy LaCroix. Probably didn't get the first blood he wanted there. By the way, don't adjust your sets at home. That's just a funny little lag spike happening within Dota here.
That is 2 strength heroes into Undying. Starting off with the hook has been big for them though.
And Big Boy LaCroix still going for the super mango spam setup.
Yeah, why not?
They nerfed it, bro.
Look at it, he's chunking this fucking Snapfire. I love it. It's Undying gameplay right there.
Oof.
Miss a hook, bam.
Matt washed.
That's because he doesn't have the fucking new cosmetic.
Yeah, that's true. If Matt had the new cosmetic,
That's what Dendy's doing in NA right now.
if Matt had the new cosmetic, then he would be as dry as hell. Is the opposite of washed dry, or is it dirty?
I don't know. I don't
Those of you in chat, we're taking an informal poll.
What's going on?
It's like washed up, right? So like,
Yeah.
you're not washed up, you're still at sea.
You're dried up.
Yeah,
Okay.
sure, Matt's dried up. Let's.
Okay. Those of you who are in chat right now, is the opposite of washed dried, dirtied, or at sea? Please vote now. And by vote now, I mean vote 2 minutes ago. By the time I'm able to even see that.
Matt, got aggressive
Oh.
here.
That is done. Oh,
He had a full wand.
One.
But Blackout is just randomly going to
Wow.
die into the other lane.
I don't know how that happened. I wish I was watching.
Yeah, we were all watching Big Boy, or not Big Boy LaCroix. Well, I mean, we were watching Big Boy LaCroix, but we were more pertinently watching him try to kill Matt there. It's probably going to be a really annoying lane for Slark. Just going to have to either constantly blow the Dark Packs or constantly blow the, just take a lot of damage, basically.
Well, Silencer's not a hero for a little bit here.
Nah, it's
He
fine.
just waits for his mana to come back naturally.
Code line, more like no supply line. And he's bringing in. He is bringing in his little. What is this? It's a little Kunkaboat courier. I don't think I've ever seen this specific model before.
I haven't either.
Yeah, you rarely see the tank bot. Whenever I see the tank bot in game, I always shout it out. So if you have that one, just remember to use it.
Yo, I see so many of these. You could just be getting double decays. He's not pressing decay. Why? Why is decay off cooldown? There we go. Oh.
He's I mean, he's not really Cajun. I had a conversation with him once. where no, I don't think it was with him. I think it was somebody else who informed me that, oh no, LaCroix isn't like some
They should be
Cajun
diving
name.
here. They should be spamming decay right now and diving under tower when it goes
Instead,
there.
he's pulling.
Instead, he's pulling. Oh, that's the fucking. That's a sad move. You have so
Code line
many.
randomly dies bot.
Oh, he has so many mangles left. Where's he going?
To pull.
No. You could have.
They're gonna fight it out, too.
Tombstone. Or you could be getting double decays and then Tombstone under tower. Tombstone's so good for diving. You could drop the Tombstone. There it is.
Yep, Tombstone here now.
At least
London is getting hammered.
They're both dead.
Tries to one, doesn't work.
that's what I mean. That could have been
no.
nice. They could have both been dead with this under tower right now. Just like.
Pudge died with magic wand charges.
That's unfortunate.
Didn't expect
Like, imagine if these things all died before they got back to lane and they didn't get anything for it. That would have been dope.
Rather slow mid. So far, Reedy is pulling ahead, so maybe he can play this guy after all.
That's my scary patrol.
And he has a frog too.
It's rather dead.
Oh,
Yep. That was just poor decisions.
yeah, a bit unfortunate. as they say, lampshaded by Trash Man. See if the results of the poll have come back in yet.
He's right.
Giraffe didn't vote, and Pacers just said, "How does Drip fit in there?" Then it's a good question. Somebody's also blowing me the hell up on Discord right now, but bad news for them. I'm streaming. Maybe it's somebody who's desperately trying to inform them that my house is on fire or something. I don't know.
Whatever. I can wait.
Yeah. More important things are happening, sorry. Budger going for boots before he finishes up. Wait, what's he? He's got this cube kind of weird. He's got like a redundant ring of health cube for some reason.
Man,
Great timing on the tombstone for Big Boy LaCroix here. They are unfortunately not going to get any kills, but like, what's Budger going to do?
Levels is Z. Now we can see tombs.
oh, Adam dodges the meteor hammer.
Ah, not watched after all. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam has confirmed unwashed. If only he did that a few games earlier, then it really would be a must-reach 22 hero right now.
That would have been nice.
Whew. Big Boy LaCroix, thanking God that he decided to walk 2 steps to the left there for no reason. Dragon Knight just finished Meteor Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good item right now, right? Got
Yeah.
some kind of buff in the last patch. Channel time decrease.
Yep.
I think it was already good, now it's just like everybody is aware that it's good.
Yeah, people just didn't want to build it last patch. Black Otter beats the Tango here. Tango's actually outdoing the damage over time from
Oh, he's so low.
from the Silencer Q. Both supports just barely getting away.
22 health.
Quite the little scenario here. Notably, I should also say, by the way, Dragon Knight is ahead of the Slark right now by a pretty considerable margin. So is the Troll Warlord.
Yeah, Slark had to
that.
run back to base, and it put him ahead. He was behind before that. The only one really getting dunked on is Adam.
Yep.
But I mean, that matchup. What can you do, dude?
Yeah, 20 last hits, 15 in ice. Down.
See,
Almost.
look at this. Banish is just OP. What can you do?
You can try to chain the OD and accidentally chain the creep wave instead. That's a possibility, right?
It's possible, I guess.
Big Boy Cruise is randomly gonna die.
Oh, old Z. It's not.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. He actually does not get to use his magic wand there to stay alive. It's Pudge at 6. That's awkward.
And again, Adam goes for the starts running toward there for a gank, and it isn't the time. We'll say this bottom tower is almost dead though, so
Yeah, Manoy really can't conceivably defend it.
yeah.
His bottom tower is under attack.
8,
He's level
2.
6 now though.
Radiant
Oh,
structures
they
are
glyphed it.
fortified.
He
Just to
wants
be
the
there.
last hit so bad.
They actually are stunning out.
Oh no, the Witch Doctor play.
Radiant's
They do actually get the
He's
tower.
dead. He's dead.
Die for this tower.
Very sad. That probably wasn't worth it.
tower is under attack.
They baited them so bad with that.
Okay.
All right, 4 heroes dead throughout the
Is
map.
under attack.
Everybody actually on their team is dead.
Except Adam. Adam's
No, Adam's
just
not
fine.
on their team. He's standing in.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's true. Every actual Trash Bros team member lost their life. Very sad.
I do like how Adam has decided to honor Trashboat's legacy by playing like a Trashboat hero here as well. And they do have fairly similar pools anyway, but it is kind of, you know, it's kind of funny.
I mean, Adam has like 600 games on this hero.
Yeah, well, Trashboat has 601, so how about that?
I don't think that's true.
They're positioning here for
Did
someone
play a
on
season
top.
Trashboat also.
Is under attack.
Trying to get rid of this Pudge, but
Dire's middle
Samphire's just keeping them off of him.
Yeah, this lane was going very well, and just some poor decisions kind of spun it the other direction.
Take a look at the net worth chart here. Bad news for Radiant unless you're Dragon Knight. Everybody else is like doing real bad right now.
is under attack.
Yeah, Troll fed quite a bit. And that's never gonna work out. Play. This is a big fight. This could work out.
That's an awkward time to ult for the Troll Warlord. Does actually prevent the Tombstone from going down here, which is going to get another kill, but
Ember is out of mana.
yeah, everybody on this team actually is out of mana. If you look at that top lane, it's a bunch of empty blue bar, or that top panel, it's a bunch of empty blue bars right now. Still, 638 gold into the pockets of the Dire here, and a lot of that goes right into Ember's pockets, which is good for him.
Yeah, you take that. You take that. And this whole
Okay,
time-
Trash Man is just gonna accept his death there. That was really weird.
All right, I don't know what that was about, but hey.
Yeah, they just kind of dropped 2 to Reedy there for no real good
Radiant's
reason.
middle tower is under attack.
Bit unfortunate.
Scanning.
Maybe that first game, that being so bad shook them up a little much. Maybe.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Sad time.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight gonna drop the Meteor Hammer on mid at least, there's that.
Are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
If they want to make this game really funny, they need a Meteor Hammer on the Undying too. Just start packing them on everybody.
Hell yeah.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Can the Pudge get the hook?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, you
Well,
can
it's
hook
certainly
now.
gonna be easy if that happens.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
He let the thing go off though.
Radiant's middle
And not only
And
did he
then
let the thing go
walk
off, he kinda
away.
got the last person he actually wants to hook here. Global Silence comes out to ensure this tower, the events of the last tower did not happen again here.
It was also pretty
Yeah.
good because if you look at Matt's health now, oh, missed the hammer.
Hey,
Oh,
get Kim
the-
Wexler Gaming, but that's it.
The buff
Okay,
is
big
actually a
boil.
nerf. The buff is actually a nerf. It threw his timing off.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunate.
And the silence kept Pudge accidentally rotting himself without flesh heap up. So he was at like less than half health by the time it wore off.
Can't Meteor Hammer after the H anymore. It's a new timing. It's
Yeah, I
unfortunate.
know. Who knows what it is, you know? There's no way anybody has figured it out already.
Certainly not me.
I mean, I haven't. I don't play that hero.
TK and Slark gonna just kind of walk into each other here and not do anything. Slark has gotten pretty much free farms the last few minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody's even thought about pressuring him here.
I'm just gonna stop him.
Me.
Yeah, cast a
Certainly
curse.
not Witch Doctor. Dragon Knight trying really hard to get the Meteor Hammer kill there, did not get it.
Oh no! Look up top. This is a bad time.
Yeah, while Slark has been able to.
He missed again.
Not after the H. He keeps casting it after the H. It's not timing anymore,
He
you know?
missed it. Oh, it's tough times, dude. That's tough. That's a kill if he doesn't mess that up.
Really unfortunate.
Unfortunately, still no votes on the opposite of washed poll here.
Oh, he
alright.
missed the jump.
Alright. These spells are they're coming out alright, but
Mutual tips.
He's
I
gonna hit
waited
it.
for the S this time. The
Oh, he
S
hit
is
it.
it!
They got him.
Now Kim Wexler Gaming is gonna immediately just go to hell.
you hammer after the S. Yeah, got it.
The sixth time is a charm, my boys.
It's not like after, it's like right when it meets the S. Right at
Yeah,
S.
but when are you supposed to hit Cookie? You don't know.
It's a good question. I don't know that timing.
When are you supposed to hit Cookie if you think about it?
I don't know.
This is very sad. I mean, we have discovered the Meteor Hammer thing, but we still haven't discovered what the opposite of washed is. Randy, as a neutral arbiter, what's the opposite of washed?
Sullied.
Let's see.
There we go. Randy says at sea, which is like the worst option, but we'll let it go.
Well, look, it means washed up, right? Like you're washed up on shore.
Yeah, but you want to be the opposite of washed up, right?
Yes,
Yeah, which is at sea.
There you go.
But I mean, you don't necessarily like. It's not like a situation where it's like, you know, you're coming out of the sea there. I mean, is it more opposite to have just never been at the sea at all?
I don't know what the origin of the phrase is.
You got a hook? You got a hook?
Well, I would assume it has something to do with the fact that once you come out of the sea, you're really wet. That's a really good global.
That's how that needs to be used. Very good job. This doctor's out.
Ping ping. Dragon Knight getting pretty close to the blink here. Unfortunately for him, again, Manoy is just completely free farming. He does have a lot of this net worth tied up in the Midas, but like, nobody's even thought about this guy in like 15 minutes. His lane phase started out kind of rough, had a few hitches in it, but like at this point, it's gonna look really bad if they don't start putting some pressure. They don't start putting getting some reasons to get him to stop farming hook or crook.
Yeah, they need some more raisins.
I thought for a second Troll Warlord was also building a Meteor Hammer.
That would be great.
That would be awesome.
No, he's just slow on the BF.
Yeah,
I like how he sent the courier to Secret Shop even though he literally passed it 1 second ago.
I think that's probably normal. Well, there's the Battle Fury. That's probably normal with phase boost, actually.
Troll Warlord is going to eat a camp here. That is one thing, Troll Warlord's getting stacks and Slark's not, but at this point it's starting to almost become a question of, does Slark need
Meteor
it?
Hammer's going down.
Yeah, I think he tried to Meteor Hammer somebody on the enemy team and he accidentally put Pudge in jail instead of them. Team all shows up for this, but like, there's nothing to be done here. They just kind of walk away. Wasted TPs for sure.
You got the blink on DK, but let's see. How many total Meteor Hammers are there? Is it just two?
Yep.
Alright, I saw them both go down in the same spot in the last fight, and not one of them hit anybody.
There's the Venn diagram.
It's a Venn diagram, but the whole thing's on top of each other.
Yeah.
And it's not hitting anybody is the title.
Oh, they found Manoy here in the jungle, but they got no way to do anything about him right now.
Yeah, that's their problem. Is like, how do you stop him from farming?
You pretty much just have to just go scorched earth here. Just just be as aggressive as possible, drop people out. Okay.
He's going down.
He did just use
Died to him.
yeah, he did just
Yeah, that's how
Global.
good global. And it's gonna kill him.
Global.
But if they just immediately lose their cores for this, it's not gonna be so good.
What a cookie.
Here comes Snapfire artillery.
Oh, the meteor hammer! It's too good.
Oh no, that was like everybody just got way too eager on this lineup, unfortunately.
What a meteor hammer. 3-man meteor hammer plus Sapphire ult.
God damn, dude. Once again, nobody, no original Trash members are alive.
Yeah.
Are you guys gonna jump away?
He could have stuck around and let him miss the Meteor Hammer again.
That would have been funny. But
That would have been funny. Meteor Hammer,
Dire's
BKB.
bottom tower
Good
is under
inventory.
attack.
Good inventory.
all they need now is a Mjolnir. Got a Mjolnir, got a Gleipnir. Going to spike the demand for mithril hammer prices here. They're gonna have to increase.
Mithril shortages at this point.
I mean, why does nobody even think about getting a mithril scimitar anymore? Those were great back in the day.
Or basically ornamental at this point.
You could get one in Al Kharid.
Well, looks like one series. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. Sorry. Forgot we were streaming.
Oh, Ember.
Oh, Adams. Oh, it was too good.
Good.
Good
Okay, they're just
blink.
gonna kill everybody now.
Everybody.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
very
Trash
good.
Boat.
Global silence with a lot of great payoff there.
Yo, #1 Frank Stan. Getting in there. Getting the stun off. The silence. Adam
And now they're going to
out.
Roche. Just
Nicely
straight after
done.
Roche.
You got a troll. Roche is on the menu.
You got a troll, you got a meteor hammer. Snapfire's just gonna drop artillery in here and kill troll.
Dire's bottom tower
Wow.
Global comes out, but it's a little too late.
Did it just come off cooldown or something?
Unfortunately.
to the dire.
Guess so,
It's
probably.
also the sickest Roche play ever by London. That's pretty sick.
That's okay. It's better off that Adam takes it anyway.
Yeah.
You want your high impact players to really have that.
Dire's bottom tower.
I mean, you want the guy who, oh, well, ouch. The code line does not know that Meteor Hammer does DOT. And we get a bit of the old-fashioned swings and roundabouts here, as all the trash rows just kind of go down in the exact same way.
Once again, the only one alive is Adam.
Slark coming out of the
Adam
jungle.
has not died in this game.
Yeah, that's true. 303.
Yeah.
Dire's
Just
middle
get a
tower
choke
is
chain.
under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Pudge Fisher for him. Pudge wants to change it.
Transcends expectation.
He was real close there.
Really, the best thing about that last team fight, though, was Silencer trying to use Healing Earn Charge on the DK after he got Meteor Hammered. It does not
He
work.
did.
Pro tip. Oh, no, bro! Oh, that was very unfortunate timing for DK there. Draw Warlord
Not
is
bad,
going
they
after
get-
Reedy.
So get him in the back.
Massive problems right now.
Goodbye, Manoy.
Adam.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Trolls are really strong. They have troll problems.
Well, unless he's doing Roche, in which case they have no problems, but... Yeah, Troll and Slark. I mean, Slark's ahead of him, but again, that's Midas. That's Midas money, right? Reality is they're basically at the exact same cash level right now, and Troll in fights seems to be a lot more effective and a lot better at not dying than the Slark right now, at least.
And this DK is getting a lot of good stuns off too. Like he's playing well. Bam.
Actually
Adam
got
doing
the
that.
no Big Boy LaCroix. Or no, not Big Boy LaCroix. Code Line did it again. He just won't stop wasting his earn charges.
He doesn't know how the item works yet.
I mean, he's already old enough that he has those old man knees, just like you. He better learn soon. How much time does he have?
Brother, I think I'm like the 6th oldest person in this league.
Yeah, but that's not saying a lot.
I think I bet you're older than me.
I bet that's probably not true.
In spirit, you definitely are.
I have been accused of being a grumpy old man in spirit, but I'll have you know I turned 27 like less than a month ago.
You talk too much about like fucking the Revolutionary War in different countries for 27.
That's a different thing, okay? I know a little. I was big into history. I was in middle school.
We got a team fight going. Let's go.
Troll Warlord BKB reveal here, I believe.
Beautiful BKB. Really turns this fight.
Yeah, Reedy's gonna have to pop his own BKB
in
here.
Background. Line's gonna go down for this, but will Manoy?
No, it's fine. It's just support for support at this point. Awkward BKB reveals go out there for both teams. Neither one really prepared to deal with the others.
No, that was a buyback by Witch Doctor. That's support for both supports.
Oh, nice. There you go. Now we just see either a lot of money on the Dire Cores. Oh, almost an equal amount of money just went to Slark as Zale got.
They're only down by 2k now. They were down by more a bit.
Slark also just finished up his own BKB, which is going to be kind of tough for these guys to deal with.
Sure is.
Pretty competitive, actually. Yeah. They didn't roll over after game 1, you know?
Yeah. For a minute there, it looked like maybe the pressure was on a bit.
Got their lunch boxes.
Oh no, Matt.
They got the tower though. That's a big deal.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ember Spirit aggressively pursuing here, but he's out of mana.
He gets the lucky haste rune.
Trashboat moment. Trashboat is still here with them even when he's gone.
Black Otter has the greatest item in Dota.
Oh yeah, the Glimmer Cape. Invisibility is invincibility, what can I say?
That's true.
I mean, and it's a ton of magic resist. Yeah.
We're just about to pop and give Ember some much needed full mana.
Yep. He probably wanted 2 lives more than he wanted full mana, but he got his full mana back.
Didn't.
Going all in on the
die
magic
anyway.
damage build. I think in this specific damage, it's probably actually it's probably okay for the magic damage build here. When Cheeseburger ran it last time, we super flamed it, but that's because they were going up against a lineup which had a million magic resist and tanky guys, and the magic damage did nothing to them. This time, it's probably okay.
If Adam's doing it, I think it's right.
Yeah, if it's not Cheeseburger doing it.
VVS, guys, VVS.
All right.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
VVS on my teeth.
Alright. That's what it was.
I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have to translate for me here.
I assume some Zoomer shit.
Oh yeah, it's some fucking jewelry, I believe.
Oh, there we go. Trashman is putting this tower in the trash. Gonna get briefly interrupted by the OD here. He has learned his Meteor Hammer timing.
Oh no! He gets the BKB off though.
Goodbye, Reedy.
Buyback.
There. A little desperate here.
They don't need to chase further. Oh no, they got Adam.
Yeah, Adam just got destroyed.
First step.
God, like Matt.
OT things. Code like line is going down.
Oh man. This went to hell in a handbasket
yeah,
real
fuck.
fast for this lineup.
God, like Matt.
Wide is silenced their buyback right there.
To hit
Why in
R.
the world? He couldn't. It
I
was
know, he
down.
couldn't eat. That's why he did it, though.
That was so unbelievably clutch from that. Oh, what a god.
And Reedy saved
God,
his
like-
net.
Oh yeah, he did.
Didn't he?
I mean, that's
Yeah, he's got that. He's got that stupid
Yeah.
fucking shard.
really good. Masterful.
So it turns out that buyback was definitely worth. Adam should have been able to dodge that hook. I'm disappointed.
Well, I mean,
Rose shot in 35 seconds. So that's enough time. That's enough time for Dragon Knight to get up. But right now, Radiant kind of controls a lot of the vision.
they also control the net worth advantage, having passed to them for the first time in quite a while.
That's 1k, dude. It's not that much.
That's true, but 1K means a lot more. It means a lot more to be up 1K when you used to be down like 7 or 8. You know.
That's fair. They were also up by a bit a second ago.
Yeah. Let's see what
I think there's some
Steven
sort of.
says.
I can't do that. I don't pay for that shit.
Oh, even if you don't pay for it, you can just look at the grass screen and Gabe tells you.
Oh man, what's going on? Is there some sort of drama going on in League Chat?
Oh, that's always fun.
Series are ending. There must be drama.
Looks like there is.
Tennyson in chat. That's not who I expected to see.
No, there's definitely not.
No, not Tennyson in league chat. Tennyson in here. He's in our stream. Shouts to Tennyson. Oh,
yeah.
that's why they were talking about VVS, because it's Ari's sponsor. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
They're smoking. They're looking at Manoy. Manoy got those spidey senses, though. He's getting the hell out of town.
It's Adam's like 30 also. He just likes to pretend.
What? Really?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Bro, I thought Adam. I seriously thought Adam was like 19 at most. What the hell?
No, I've known Adam.
That's crazy.
Guys,
Goodbye,
this is
Rudy.
your-
Nah, maybe he's maybe not 30. Maybe he's like 28 or something. But
He's older than me, which is more than I thought he would be.
maybe he might be around your age. I don't know.
He's getting gradually
was
younger.
small.
What's the real deal, PVC?
He's not 19.
Are you sure that you don't just think this because he said something about history once?
No.
Comes the meteor. Oh, we're going to get very aggressive on
Go
this.
on the trash man.
And all Trashman's
Nice.
finding is
Remember?
pain. Silencer can't ult. He was caught in the cask.
Oh, it's
Oh my God.
perfect. Oh.
That was like the most super value cask in LD2L history.
Oh,
I don't even know if Black Otter really realized that. Oh no! Okay, never mind. It's fine.
What a player. What a player this godlike Matt is.
This is starting to look like an uh-oh moment. I mean, in fairness, that fight went like it did because Silencer was just perma-stunned and couldn't hit ult. Which is
Yeah.
like, the big secret with Silencer. The thing I say, it's like...
The other thing was that troll ult, dude. That troll ult, he was attacking Slark, and for some reason troll ult decided, nah, I'm not fighting this Slark. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna walk right up to this Pudge and let him ult me.
I believe that had something to do with the fact that Slark dropped his shard on the ground.
I
I don't think
know.
they have vision of him, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
That's why that's a bad ult.
Yeah.
So yeah. But that's
It makes sure you're in terrible position.
kind of the secret. Something I said before about Silencer, it's like, when you talk about the support Silencer, the fear is always, okay, well, Silencer dies, and, he just buys back and hits R, so it's a safe thing for him. But the thing is, well, I don't think he has buyback right now. We can check. He does
Oh,
not.
he used it.
So he
used it
does
last
not,
fight.
yeah. But even if he did have it, the way you absolutely secure it so that Silencer can't do it is you just don't kill him. You just keep him locked up in CC, and he's nothing.
He
All
also
it took
should
was
be-
one cask, and like
He should be
that
in
was-
trees, man.
that
he
was a
shouldn't be
big part
near
of
the fight. That's like the biggest part of your hero, and it's global, so you really shouldn't be getting stuck. But hey, everybody.
I mean, I
everybody
do
gets
think he
stuck
kind of
for
does need to
a second.
be like there. I do think he needs to be present in fights because like without his E, they're not going to win fights anyway.
Maybe. He does provide damage.
It provides damage, and more importantly, provides good silence for the people who can still get away with it. Okay, this is maybe not the BKB for Trashman.
Escaping.
Wow,
What?
dude.
He actually escaped? Holy.
Huh?
How's that guy not dead? I don't
How did
understand.
nobody like spot that out? That was really weird.
Glimmer Cape, dude.
He was standing on a sentry though.
Look there now, there's no sentry.
Oh my god, he was standing on their sentry. They didn't have vision. Invisibility is invincibility.
That is, what can I tell you?
Yeah, at first this looked like this is gonna be a very good game for the Trash Bros, but it's kind of starting to really fall off the rails in a big way. Goodbye, fake Reedy.
Back and forth. Let's
They're
start it
around
out.
the troll right now.
Yeah, certainly if we see a troll death here,
Is that...
that's
Oh,
like a global.
maybe not.
That's
really
a
global
really
reaction
good global.
zone.
It's not gonna save the troll. No, it's not gonna matter. He's gonna buy back, but like that's almost a
It
loss in
matters
and of
quite a bit,
itself.
actually.
Yeah, they are going hard.
Unless Manoy 1v5s right now.
Entirely possible. London gets away again. No, he
No, I
doesn't.
don't.
Oh, the courier! Holy shit, the
What?
courier can vision.
What?
That's the
Warlord
craziest reason I've ever seen. Okay.
Okay. Let's pretend that was intentional.
Wow, dude.
The
They
biggest downside of that is that Slark ended up making like twice what Troll did from that.
Really?
Yeah, because Troll bought back.
Ah, yeah, Troll did buy back.
Double damage. They can
But
Roche.
they can take Roche.
This is super valuable Roche, actually.
Yeah.
They're gonna be needing to play safe. I think if Troll dies in the next 7 minutes, there's a good chance this game just comes to an instant end. The Sages can definitely help a lot with that.
Huh. Maybe
Oh,
his
yeah,
shard is
absolutely.
good if he's in. Maybe his shard's good, providing status resistance to his whole team.
Yeah,
be, yeah.
that OD.
Yeah, I like it.
It's also gonna have a dispel on Whirling Axes pretty soon. Is gonna actually help him out quite a bit.
Slark just has so many saves, dude. It's so hard to kill him.
Yeah, he's just gonna appear on this wave, and nothing's gonna happen to him because everyone else is doing triangle right now.
That's a scary triangle. You need to like gang up on it.
Well, yeah.
Are scanning.
Radiant are gonna scan out the enemy jungle as if they didn't see Slark appear on that wave, I guess.
Well, they want to fight away from the Slark.
Yeah, there you go.
What was the Radiant skin, so...
I didn't
Oh,
see
well,
anything. It
never
was... What was it?
Yeah.
Interesting T4 is going down here. Nobody wants this spell prism on Radiant, I guess. Manoy still holds his apple, bro. Look at your neutral items, bro. Manoy's holding on to an apple. They got an elven tunic in the pool.
Apples are good.
Apples are pretty good, yeah.
They need Hollywood for a neutral check.
Yeah. Spell prism sitting in the stash on Dire as well. Very weird to me that neither Undying nor Silencer won it. I mean, Silencer's got that blast rig, but like, do you need it, bro? That's not like what you do. 4-man smoke. Only Dragon Knight revealed.
They ping the Slark out.
But again, he's just immediately jumping to Manoy definitely knows, I think, to a good degree, how the enemy team is looking at him. Well, maybe less than I thought, but nah, he's just gonna go to bot now. He's hanging out with his buddies.
He's reconvening in the scene here.
He knows when the enemy team just suddenly disappears, they're right-clicking him.
Yeah, they're
He
running
also
in,
knows when he's under vision because he's Slark. So I mean,
Also
Yep.
true.
there's that. Which is why this ward should probably not be there. But hey, what you can do?
Witchbane. Witch Doctor just found a Witchbane. That's Randy, what if you did a jungle camp and you got an item called the Randy Killer?
Damn.
It's self-destructive tendencies. So
Yeah.
familiar.
Yeah, Witch Doctor hits Witchbane on himself. It's self-deny.
Invisibility.
It would be funny.
Troll got Invis here. Could actually be kind of interesting, but nobody's on their site. They're all just in
Yeah.
triangle in the jungle.
They knew
Our
something
team
was
is playing
fishy.
swept so well right now. Like they're just getting more and more farm onto the slurp, while not letting the enemy team have even like an inch.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the of that Lunchboxes versus Arkosh game we saw a few weeks ago. The first one, not the embarrassing second outing. What?
Huh?
What was that? A scouting global?
And the
Fat
second,
finger? What the hell?
It's gotta be a misclick.
Probably.
Yeah,
He
I'm gonna
his
keep calling
his
him
hand
code like
cramps.
mine.
Hand cramps getting him again.
and cramps, yeah.
DK just finished his Ags up. Now he has the T4 Dragon. Also getting close to that annoying AoE stun.
That's rough. That means that for the rest of this Aegis, silence is down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower.
Actually
is under
huge.
attack.
Why? Why in the world is he buying an Orchid on
Radiant
Silencer?
structures are fortified.
That's what you did back in Dota 1.
Why is that happening
Radiant's
right
middle
now?
tower has
Mm.
fallen.
Not a fan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're casually hitting
Yeah.
right now.
They just
It's
killed
not-
T3 before anybody on the enemy team showed.
Has fallen.
There is nothing casual about the way they're hitting GFTs right now.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What's gonna hit
Yeah,
back
Manoy coming out of the back line.
Wait.
Well, that's an
What-
awkward
what-
pause!
What is this? What is this? Cack pause.
Cack
What's going on?
I think it's an auto pause because you disconnected though.
Yeah!
Cack or what? PVC, what's your opinion on this pause?
I mean, if it auto paused because he disconnected, that's one thing.
That's true.
I mean,
Manoy
Yeah.
rulebook. Trashboat wins.
there is definitely a rule against mid-fight pauses, but like I said, you can't control an auto pause.
So last series of the day to end.
Yeah. Had some delays.
Might get some more viewers.
Yeah, shoutouts to anybody who's joining us late. Don't worry. If you type in chat, I might not respond, but I do read it. And maybe if 2 or 3 minutes pass, I'll even say it out on air, so you know. It'd be great to be reading some chat right now, but unfortunately, nobody knows that we're paused because they're on a 2-minute delay.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back.
What?
Yeah.
Just
You don't need
doing,
me.
just doing
You
your
don't need me
pants.
for this pause.
You're an old man, right? That's not unusual.
That's fair.
I thought this game is gonna hit 45.
It'd be great, yeah. You know, the fact that all the series outside of this one are over now tells me that it's pretty likely all the other series has ended 2-2 or 2-0, which isn't too
2-2,
surprising.
That's the far.
Yeah, there you go. Not too surprising. I did kind of feel like reading the bracket that it would have been surprising to me, like maybe the only match, because I don't actually know for sure. I think Looter Lunchboxes stole a game off of MKNY on group stage. I haven't done that yet because that's in week 7, so don't spoil me on it. So maybe that. And the Mickle Boss series was probably the most, like, on paper competitive, at least. But, I mean, they've already had that match. It didn't go well last time. But, I mean, Boss wasn't expecting it last time, so who knows what happens this time, right? But besides that, yeah. Not too surprising, it's mostly 2-0s next week. If things went how I expect them to go, then we should probably at least be saying be seeing a much more competitive match in the next outing. At least a much more on paper competitive match. I mean, this is the number 1 and the number 9 seed, right? So you know how it goes.
Yeah.
Coming in with one team having 2 stand-ins, and then the other team having 1 stand-in, but that stand-in is like 2k MMR high or whatever. Probably just like 500 to a grand, but you know.
How long does it take to reconnect?
Attack buzz.
I guess not, since he's still gone.
Rulebook.
Quick, hit your power button. So we can do attack pause. 500 dude Manoy shots.
I don't think they needed attack pause. Manoy's like
Yeah,
Just about to kill
destroying
everybody,
the
yeah.
back.
Manoy zoning, yeah.
Where's Troll? Oh, here he is. He's in waste management.
Troll does have Aegis for 15 seconds, so
Yeah, if they kill him in the next 15, it's going to be very unfortunate. I'm sure everybody on that other team has already been like, bro, it's about to expire, don't hit him! G?
Sick.
No! Trash man bringing out the caps.
Wait.
Let's take this time to look at some statues. Here's Reedy's statue. It's called GIF Hug, and we can't look at it in Street View. I don't know if that works anyway for paused. Oh, it does. Okay. We're gonna have to look at it via this tower, but there it is. It's GIF Hug. It kind of looks like that, yeah. Monkey King here. Godlike Matt has got a Monkey King statue, even though I don't think I've ever seen him actually play it. I think this is the Manoy. Yeah, it's called Daedalus. Daedalus by Manoy. You can see here PA in the middle of flight, in the middle of being thrown off the edge of the earth by Tiny. And neither London nor Black Otter have statues because they. Why is that, Randy? Why don't they have statues?
I don't know. Yes, no.
PVC, why don't they have statues?
I don't know how statues work.
Well, here's what happened, right? There was only a limited time to get them, and the statute of limitations had already run out.
Damn.
Good one. GG. Okay, back to the fight. Get your brain in there.
Yep. Undying waited all that time just to completely eat it. 6, 5. They popped Aegis. Trashman's gonna get a second life, but he has no ult.
Like, literally everyone is dying.
Why did he press his ult before Aegis, man?
I don't know, and he's just gonna die instantly. Yeah, this is looking kind of over.
Unfortunate.
Only
But
one
you know who survives?
What happened to Adam in that fight?
Somehow I've never seen the statue of his.
Adam said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
He saw how
Yeah,
bad it
yeah,
looked and said, "Good luck with that shit." I'm out.
I'm not on your team. Alright, this is your playoffs, not me. This is revenge for MS322.
Miss me with
it's
that shit.
Sleep raging, dude.
Yeah. Insider. This is bringing a whole new meaning to MS322.
My boy's 8-1 and 7, dude. He's carrying this team.
It's true.
He's about to get a rampage. You ready?
Yeah, here we go.
Cut mid.
Alright, Adam.
Because you know what? We got no buyback on Troll. We got no buyback on DK.
Yeah, it's easy
There's
to
no
forget.
fight.
It's easy to forget because, you know, it's been a long time since it was brought up. But yeah, Troll Warlord does not have buyback. Actually, he will in 30 seconds, but that's not
Oh
much
no,
of a buyback.
DK gets caught out. He gets
Well,
caught slipping.
C
This
is
game could be over.
75.
Okay.
Global Silence does not even save himself.
Slurk is online. The game is looking over.
This
Yeah,
was
just
over.
instantly gone.
Series is looking over.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Damn. A real 1v5 situation here.
Has fallen.
Trash Man calls the G's, and with that, the trash has been taken out. Season's over for the Trash Boys. They had their big opportunity, but it did not pan out for them this time. And now they're not even going to get their Week 7 game done because I'm playing catch up on those, and because I just wanted to do that so I could do this afterwards. All right, check out what chat if they've said anything before we start this. Oh man, there's a load of things in chat actually.
Nice.
The looters like Sandgangers should be DQ'd. The oh, who is London standing in for? That was Jackie Chan. Admin's where? Says looter. It was a joke, looter. All right. Let's run this one down. Trash Bros. Here we go. PVC, who's your favorite member of Trash Bros? It's not Adam because he's not a member of the Trash Bros.
Let me see.
He's standing in Trash Boat. Everybody else is actually here.
Not my favorite member?
Yes.
Number 1, Frank Stan.
Number 1, Frank Stan. Oh man, those first 2 games. I'm sorry, number 1, Frank Stan. It's gonna be a tough sell on you for Pozlon. For the rest of your career after those games. That was like, oh mama, that did not go well for you. I think the big thing for it, and I think really the reason those happen, honestly, communication. There is clearly something going wrong with your communication aspect with like your teams. Like even in this series, when logically the comm line issues probably shouldn't have been there. It's like you saw it in lane in game 1 with code line. They're all always like standing next to each other. It's kind of awkward. You saw a few like DP or DK just kind of go and nobody's ready for it yet. They just kind of have to scramble to make it happen. Things like that kind of happening for number 1 Frank Stan. So I think the number 1 thing for number 1 Frank Stan is start jockeying that mic, especially on 3. You don't want to quiet 3. I can tell you that much. If you're gonna play 1, you definitely. I think anybody who saw that game, you might have to get some faith back on 1. But I think if you do get that back, that's definitely the big thing to keep in mind. And I do think it probably was just like a bad day when that happened to you, but I do think you can do it. You just gotta have some faith put in you. Build those bridges. That's what I say. Who's your second favorite member?
I'll say he had 2 pretty good games.
Probably, yeah.
I liked a lot of the team fights in DP. He did his job well, and then I thought the DK.
Yeah, as personally as a player, you could definitely tell that that Frank Sam was doing good here. But it's like the things you can see the thing. Like I said, the most clear symptom is in game 1.
Is he on their team? Is Line on their team?
Line,
Or
yes.
is he standing in? Oh. I've heard nothing
In the
about
first
him.
game, yeah. And in the second game, actually, I was gonna say Jumpman stood in. No, it's Jumpman was in the other lane. So, but yeah, I do think there are some comm line issues. I think so the game 1 you especially had a few symptoms of that. Good individual play. The organization factor did not come in for you here. So I think that's your thing to work on. Who's your second favorite member?
I'll go with Line because I've heard he's a nice gentleman. And I'm also gonna dip, so I'll let you.
Goodbye.
pick the rest yourself.
Damn it! That means Randy's gonna have to give us the rest of this order.
I believe in him.
So,
It was fun casting you guys, but later, dog.
Code Line. Inconsistent. That's the name of the game for Code Line this season. There were some games where it was, Code Line came in and he was just doing really awesome, and he was just like hitting all the ults when he needed to. I mean, if you want a good example of like Code Line, the Jekyll and Hyde effect, Game 1 versus Game 2 this series, like his Witch Doctor came out, it didn't look so good. It didn't look so hot. It seemed like he needed the Doctor more than anything. The Silencer outside of the Fat Finger was pretty damn good. Like, he had a lot of really good globals, and maybe that's on communication, but the actual positioning of himself was usually pretty good. The way he was playing around the map was usually pretty good. A few questionable item choices, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe for Code Line, it's kind of usually the funny thing is like usually I'm like you got to broaden the base more. Your puddle's too small. I think maybe for Code Line, it's like get snappier, get more streamlined. You know, knock some of those less thans off your board, or start putting some extra practice, extra man hours into the less thans, and focus on what you're good at and make that what you're good at really good, because there's definitely a lot of good signs. There's definitely a lot of really good stuff in the Code Line gameplay repertoire that we've seen. But then sometimes he tries to play a funny hero and it just kind of backfires. It's like, I don't know. Who paused? That was the Sandgangers paused. It was an auto pause because Reedy crashed. Anyway, um, I don't think anybody on Trash Bros is going to like contest that though. It's like this his PC exploded. What are you gonna do about that? All right, Randy, who's your first favorite person remaining on Trash Bros that PVC didn't already say?
Big Boy LaCroix.
Big Boy LaCroix wasn't a great it wasn't a great outing for you this time around. While I had some complimentary things to say about Code Line, unfortunately, the word on Big Boy LaCroix this time is going to be oh the lanes, they weren't so good. The actual it's interesting. It's kind of I said something very similar about the banana stand a couple of seasons ago about his three, and it does kind of make me feel like um the pool on Big Boy LaCroix is really big, and when it gets into that mid game, into that late game stage, you see a lot of good stuff come out of him. Like there were a lot of good undying plays in that second game in particular, right? Made him look really good. But and this has been the case every time we've looked at a Trash Bros game. It feels like when you're looking at Big Boy LaCroix and Lane, it's like if they're winning, Big Boy LaCroix is usually a bit overly passive, and if they're losing, Big Boy LaCroix is a little bit overly dying. Um, that lane phase as a support is the weak spot for you, Big Boy, which is ironic because I think your laning on 3 is probably your best aspect. But your laning is it definitely is the part you need to get sanded up, to get in shape, because like PVC was going crazy this game. Where's the decay? Where's the tombstone? Right, finding that nice balance. And I guess in fairness, I do think part of it has been trying to go back and forth between 4 and 5. I know they're both support, but they do definitely have different. There's differences about them, especially in the way you play. Maybe it's similar to Line. Just focus on playing 4 or playing 5, and like get into the nitty gritty on that, and see what comes out for you. Because the mid game's good, but if you want to be a support, I think that might be the way to go. All right, who's next?
Trashboat.
Trashboat. I mean, I barely saw Trashboat this season because this is like the third least casted team I think we had on the list. But Trashboat. I mean, uh, the confidence I think maybe is the name of the game for Trashboat. As a captain, just to be blunt, as a captain, Trashboat in the first half of the season was like, it really. I hope this doesn't come off sounding bad, but it really did seem like he got in his own head about it. He got very stressed out in his capacity in like trying to organize a team, trying to get leadership going. He got in his own head really badly about being a captain this season, I think, in a lot of ways. And I'm sure there were a lot of actual. I mean, I don't know the behind the scenes of these teams. I don't really talk to any of these people much. The most I talk to is like probably Big Boy LaCroix, and he's a pretty silent guy for the most part, right? But yeah, the Big Boy LaCroix there, not Big Boy LaCroix, the trash boat there. I think maybe the thing I would say first and foremost about him before I would say anything about the gameplay, because I do think that was kind of secondary to the captaining this season, is step back, take a deep breath, remember that very rarely are people going to get personal unless you're real nasty, and B, very rarely are people going to be nasty people by default, right? When you're in dealings with your own players and with the outside LD2L world, just remember people aren't necessarily bad by nature. They're not people aren't trying to screw with you. Maybe is the best way to put it. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it collected, and keep the head on the shoulders there. Maybe it is just he finds it unpleasant, and that ended up leaking through. Trashboat's like, "Oh, Captain, sure, this will be great retirement tour," and then he actually gets into it, and he finds out, he's not a big fan of that job. So maybe that's all kind of wasted info, but you know how it goes. And that leaves people order our patties. Oh boy, brother. It looked rough. The one looked rough. I don't know. I hate to say it. It's gonna sound mean. I watched season 13. I saw you near every game in that season. I watched season 15. I saw you in a decent amount of games this season, including this one. There's something wrong with the one. There's something wrong with the one. It just doesn't feel as good. It feels like you're pursuing the wrong thing as a puzzle one, basically. If that makes sense. On pause 3, you definitely can feel the rust on some of your pause 3 play, some of your item choices, and so on. Don't get me wrong. Rust can be scraped off easily. It is a lot harder to find. You got the it. Go where your it is, right? Like, I'm sure you want to go for that. I'm sure you probably didn't want to play Puzzle in this season, but yeah, it didn't show your best side, unfortunately. You have a lot more upside there. If you wanna continue playing one, I think maybe the thing is find more diversity in your play styles. If there's one thing you can say about Pause One, as far as like every hero in Pause One, they want different timings. They're gonna come out, be dominant different times in the game, right? I mean, same for basically every core hero. Don't get me wrong, but it's very, very noticeable on your ones. It's very, very, very standout feature of that role, and it just does kind of feel like you put yourself into this almost box on your Pause One heroes. Like, I want to play this style. I want to be the angry pushing man who's hard to kill on the Pause One, right? You want to be your PL. You want to be your troll or your lone druid like we saw in the first game. It's two in the box. Like, all your heroes do very similar things. It feels like it countered by very similar things. I don't know. But either way, that's it for the Trash Bros. That's it for this series. I mean, it looked good for a minute there, but I do think some of the coordination problems they come into a big factor here, and maybe some non-comfort style picks and plays as well. Who knows? If you are somebody wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg to sign up today. It's too late to get into this season. Spoilers, but there's still plenty of time to stand in. There's still plenty of time to be a part of the in-houses, part of the constant queues that are popping, and plenty of time for me to see you next time where we take a look at some of those Week 7 games. And by the way, spoilers, all the playoff games are going to be casted, so look forward to that. We'll see you next time. Anything to say, Randy?
No. He's...
Really? I mean, you got to say something. Even if it's totally unrelated. What's on your mind today?
Nothing's on my mind. It's a blank slate.
Really? You don't want to you don't even want to say that thing about Fallout 4?
Nah. I don't have anything to say about Fallout 4. It's out of my mind already.
Damn. Well then, wait, want to say anything about GTA 4? That seems to be in your mind.
It's fine. It's like,
Damn. Faint praise.
it's about all I could give it.
We'll see what happens next time.